What's up, y'all? This is Mike back with another market overview for this week. Um, this one won't be as long as before, but just wanted to reemphasize a couple things that I mentioned in the group chat and show you guys how I came up with those price targets. So first, let me just get rid of this. So if you remembered in June, if you should probably go back and watch that video. But in June, I mentioned at the time in June, we were only at wave 3. All this price action from mid-June to now wasn't here. That's why you see I have these candles here, because I was expecting price, especially for Bitcoin, to come back up into this prior resistance zone between 28,000 and 30,000. And it failed to do that, which is why I said I'm having strong doubts of it reaching that area when its counterparts, all the other cryptocurrencies, were able to hit those resistance levels like Ethereum, and those levels are the May lows. See if you can see. Okay, I didn't even knew I had this drawn up. So right here in this pink area, this pinkish reddish area, those are the prior resistance levels. I was expecting price to go back up to, and it did. Ethereum did that, and that was between 1780 and 2360, and we got back right up to 2000. And as you can see, this is the Fibonacci resistance tool that I'm using. And I should probably delete this now, because this was drawn from March. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this, but this was drawn from March. But I'm gonna use it for the purpose of this video. So we got ETH pulling back to its previous resistance levels, which was in that zone. Same thing for XRP. The May lows was my target. May, it was able to do that. Let me zoom in a little. So right here between 0.236 and 0.44, ETH XRP rallied in and went up to that pink area, which was the May lows, and now it's pulling back along with the others. Let me just look at Polkadot real quick. Same thing with Polkadot. Polkadot rallied, hit prior resistance, which was the May lows. Now it's pulling back. Same thing with Solana. Solana hit a low of like 29 cents and rallied to like 47, 48-ish. What did Solana hit? $48, which was the May lows, between 45 and around 60. I'm gonna delete this Fibonacci because this is outdated now. All right, so this is coming back to the Bitcoin chart. So like I was saying, all this price action didn't occur yet when I did the last video in June. That was when I first gave the price targets for wave 5. But I'm going to remove this so it won't be distracting. You can see wave 5. You can see the arrows pointing down. I drew a box. Let me zoom out so you can see it. Okay. So you can see where the arrow is pointing. That was my wave 5 target, is this box. Now, how did I come up with that target? Well, I did two things. I looked back in time to see where price action had previously touched those levels. Because one of the things I learned early on in my career in trading from one of my mentors, he always says, look left, structure leave clues. So you always want to look at the market structure. And anytime price action has touched a level two times or more, that's usually a level that's worth note taking or writing down. So the last time Bitcoin was at these levels, and that box is between 10,000 and 12,000. So the last time it was at those levels was October. October 2020. And another thing I did to get a more accurate estimate was I used the Fibonacci extension tool. So let me go back. So I measured wave 1, which really started up here. So wave 1 to wave 2. And I'm going to delete those arrows so it could look more clearer. So this is wave 2, really. And the beginning of wave 3 started in April. Oh, okay. That's what I did. Okay, I'm going to delete that. That's what I did. So when I previously did this, I actually did measure this right here. This recent leg down, which is wave. And there, I know this is a weekly time chart that I'm looking at. That's why it looks so small. That looks a lot clearer, right? So that's how I was able to get this box down here. So actually, let me just. I did this before this video, so let me just did it how I did before and how I did it in June. So measure this leg down to this leg and up to that resistance area, which is wave 2, and you can see this box aligns with this Fibonacci level of 1, which is the 100% retracement line, and it's at 12,323. So, and this box is right in between this blue zone, between 4,000 and 12,000, but it's not going to go down to 4,000. And the only way that may happen if price comes down to this level is if there's some catastrophic event, like there's shutting down Bitcoin miners everywhere, and the SEC is coming after all these crypto coins, and you see a bunch of crypto coins, get shut down. Crypto companies, I should say, get shut down. That's the only way I see that happening. But if that doesn't happen, then this is where normal price action is going to play out. This is where the market is going to play out. And this is where, I know a lot of people watching this probably won't believe price will come down to these levels. But, if you look at previous cycles, bear cycles, Bitcoin has always corrected to about 85% of its previous bull run. And each bear cycle, that's around the normal price range or price percentage that Bitcoin corrects is about 80 to 85%. And besides that, just using straight technical analysis and the tools that are given to us on the charts, and Fibonacci does not lie. So I stand by it. That's where we're going to be in another couple months. And what time frame? I know some of you asking, like, what time frame we're looking at? I would say end of October to November. But let me see if I can use this Fibonacci time tool. Trend-based Fib time. That's what it's called. Well, what if I told you that you could get home internet from Verizon? Verizon does home internet? It's going to measure the same. Actually, no. I'm going to go backwards and start. I'm going to start where wave 1 started, which was back in November. So this candle right here, wave 1. This is the bigger wave. Wave 2. Did I do that right? No, I didn't do that right. I should stick with the original. Wave 1, which is this right here. So I'm gonna measure, so you guys know, is exactly the same legs that I measured before where the arrows are. That's what I'm gonna measure to get a projected time frame on this wave 5. So I'm gonna measure wave 1 to 2, and I'm gonna get some estimates, some projections. So wave 1 to wave 2. Okay. So I'm not the best at using this Fib time tool, but I'm gonna see if I could identify that area. So what did I say? Wave 5, 10,000 in this blue area, and I'm expecting wave 5 to take about 7 to 10 weeks. Okay, so 8 weeks from now will be mid-October, October 21st. So that would be, let me see, that would be right here. And price should be Alright, I had to erase that and start it over. Okay, so we're gonna start with wave 1 again. Measure the top. Come down to wave 2. Where did price action go? Okay, let's use the top of this green candle. But I want further. Yeah, I want a further out price target. So let's stop at wave 4. Okay, good. So this is giving me projections up until January. Okay, so what did we say? 10 to 12,000. Let me go to the weekly. So remember that this box right here, this yellow box, this is the 10 to 12,000 area. That's wave 5. And the black lines are the time-based Fibonacci extensions. So the 618, always got to remember the 3 most powerful levels for Fibonacci are 0.38, 0.5, and 0.618. 0.236 is very good in a trend-based scenario, and you could use that for pullbacks. Those levels are very strong for pullbacks. But for this bear market, we're going to use all the levels. All the levels are important, but the ones that are going to be really helpful and beneficial to us are the 6.18, 0.5, and 0.38. And the 0.618 level for the fib time extension is between October 31st and November 21st. So that is when Bitcoin will bottom. Mark it down. And this is right before Thanksgiving too. So that's what I'm looking at. So it's gonna be in this yellow box by that time in between October 31st. What did I say? October 31st or 21st? Yeah, between October 31st and November 21st, Bitcoin should be in this yellow box right here. Okay, which I already drew. So let me just delete this. Okay. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you could DM me on Telegram at TMIG Crypto and let me know your thoughts and what you think is going to happen in the next 3 months or by the end of this year. Curious to know what you think, what price you think Bitcoin will be. But, just my opinion. I'm just using my technical analysis. And you might have a different opinion. I'm curious to hear it. But I'm sticking to my guns and I'm sticking to what I said. Hey, I mean, what I said would happen with wave 3 and 4 worked out so far, so good. And I'm standing on my analysis. Fib never fails. But until next time, see you on the next one. Peace.